Hi everyone and welcome to our third class. This week, of course, we are still continuing with Unit 1. I think we are only going to study using Unit 1 until we meet on the 1st of July. Today we're going to study using page 9 and then I will explain your homework, which includes a general English passage summary. Before we continue, I want to explain to you guys what I will do with your homework, okay? Just some motivation for you, I hope. So in total, we have 6 classes from the time we started on the 18th of May up until we finish at the end of June. We would have covered six Google Classroom lessons, okay? So that means 6 lessons times 10 because every week I will give you guys homework and I will mark it out of 10. So 6 times 10 is obviously 60, right? So what I'm going to do is that your score out of 60, whatever you get out of 60, I will divide it by 60 and multiply by 10. And then you get your first 10 points of term 1. So when we open on the 1st of July, you will have 10 points already. For example, let's say out of 60, out of everything that we do, let's say Sumit gets 12 out of 60, right? Out of everything that we'll cover, Sumit will get 12 out of 60. So I will say 12 divided by 60 times 10. 10, your first 10 points. And that will mean that Sumit will have 2 out of 10 for the first 10 points. Please encourage your other friends to do their homework because when we open, everyone will have their first 10 points already, okay? All right, so now for our lesson, our objectives are to just cover vocabulary review because you will need the vocabulary for your homework. And then we'll just have an e-discussion. And this week, you only have one assignment. You only have one assignment, and the assignment has 2 sections. The first section is a summary, which is multiple choice. You have to complete a summary exercise, and I've given you options. You have multiple choice, and then second part of your homework includes general questions, and you have to refer to the vocabulary review. Again, it is also multiple choice. The reason why we will have e-discussions until we open is because I want you guys to continue thinking in English, okay? Because right now you guys are home, so you're only speaking in Thai. Maybe you're watching some English movies, listening to some English songs. But here, if we just have an e-discussion, I know it's me who's talking the whole time, but you also get to think in English, okay? Therefore, this week, our e-discussion is titled, Learning Face-to-Face is Better Than Learning Online, which is rubbish. No, wait, what am I saying? No, which is true. Learning face-to-face is better than learning online. I say affirmative. You guys, I really prefer teaching you face-to-face because you know what's been happening? I literally live on Facebook, Instagram, and Line because after the lesson, someone is going to message me asking me to explain the homework. Yet I will explain the homework at the end of the lesson. But there's always someone who's asking me, oh, how do I do this? Oh, how do I? Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm going ahead of myself. Okay. So, affirmative. Learning face-to-face is better than learning online. Why? Because when you learn face-to-face, you can ask your teacher questions immediately, which is what I prefer, rather than teaching online and then I have 20 people from different levels asking me questions. It's so hard. It's easier when I teach you face-to-face and you can ask me a question in the classroom. Affirmative. Learning face-to-face is better because we can have better interaction. Interaction comes from the word or from the phrase to interact, which means to talk. You can learn with your friends and you can talk with your friends and study with them, play with them. During break time, you guys can play video games and just relax. And also learning face-to-face means that there is less distraction. This means that in the classroom, you cannot, well, hopefully, you cannot use your phone, you cannot walk up and down, you cannot decide to give yourself a break and watch a movie and play video games. In class, you just have to listen, and that's it. There's no distraction. You don't decide to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 90 things. So I personally think it's better to learn face to face. Affirmative. But some of you prefer to learn online. Why? Because when you learn online, you have more time to do some research. You can Google some things that you need for your homework, which is a good thing because some of you will get good scores. And then it's better to learn online because you can make progress at your own pace. Unlike in the classroom, all your teachers will tell you, oh, you have an activity the last 15 minutes of the class, but some of you honestly need 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So when you study online, you have more time to do your homework, right? For example, I give you guys work every Monday, and then you have one full week to do the work. Some of you will do it in one day. Some of you will do it the last day. You can do things at your own pace, at your own time. And studying online is more comfortable. You don't have to wear a school uniform. You don't have to tie your hair for the girls. You don't have to wear the long skirts. You just relax at home, wear whatever you want. It's comfortable. You do things at your own time. You can play music while you're studying, which is amazing, okay? But personally, I'm going to say as a teacher, I prefer face-to-face. I really prefer for you guys to learn face-to-face, okay? Ouch. Oh, wow. I will, oh my goodness. What happened to me? Sorry, guys. I just had like a pain here in my stomach and I was like, sorry. Anyways, so this is it. I'm just going to review a vocabulary list because you will need this list when you do your homework, okay? So make sure you understand. If you don't, I leave on Facebook, I leave online, I leave on Messenger, and I'm always replying messages in Google Classroom. So for our vocabulary review, our 8 words are undertaking, passively, motive, expertise, occupation, consult, implicitly, and voluntary. So we will read the entire sentence, outline the vocabulary term, and then match it with its definition. So number 1, buying an unfamiliar gadget can be a difficult undertaking for some people. Our key term is undertaking. Undertaking means, oh yeah, what are our answers? Okay, let me quickly read the answers. The answers are done by one's own choice, to ask for help or advice, not directly expressed, special skill or knowledge, a job, a reason for doing something, a task or project, allowing things to happen without changing them. So back to reading the sentence, outlining the key term, and then matching the definition. Number 1, buying an unfamiliar gadget can be a difficult undertaking for some people. Key term, undertaking. The meaning of undertaking is, I would say, a task or project. Please make sure you understand or you take a screenshot of the full answers because you need this when you are completing your homework, okay? Number 2, early adopters don't passively use new technology but experiment with it. Key term, passively. Passively means allowing things to happen without changing them. Number 3, Economic status is probably a motive for many early adopters to buy the latest technology. Key term motive. I don't know why I forgot to underline it, but anyways, the key word is motive. Motive means when someone has a motive, a reason for doing something. A reason for doing something. Number 4, having the latest gadget makes people feel that they possess technological expertise. Keyword, expertise, which means special skill or knowledge. Number 5, for IT professionals, it could help their careers to be the first to buy technology that is related to their occupation. This is so easy. An occupation is a job. Number 6, their colleagues can consult them when they have a tech-related question. To consult is to ask for help or advice. Some people you know what? I've heard 2 different pronunciations. I've heard some people pronounce it as advice, and then I've heard some people pronounce it as advice. Apparently, both are not wrong. They're both correct. I've heard advice and advice. Anyways, number 7, asking for input from early adopters was Google's way of implicitly flattering them. Implicitly means, we only have 2 options. Not directly expressed. So which means number 8, voluntary. Voluntary means done by one's own choice. If you can take a screenshot of this, I will be extremely happy because you're going to need this for your homework, okay? So now for your homework, number 1 to 10, you have to complete a summary. When you complete your summary, please highlight or underline. So you don't have to type. No. You don't have to type the answer here. No, just read and understand and then come here, look at your options. And if you think that number 1, the answer for if you think that the answer to number 1 is responsibilities, then you can underline or you can highlight, okay? And then move on to number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Either highlight or underline your answer. Please don't type the answer. No, don't type the answer. Just highlight or underline using the actual multiple choice options, okay? The title of the summary is Why Teenagers Take Risks. You guys are teenagers. Anyone who's between the age of 13 to 19 is a teenager. The second part of your homework includes grammar. You see, this is why you guys need the vocabulary list, because your multiple choice options are from the vocabulary list. You have to complete the sentences and you have to choose the correct term. The last part, word study, which is vocabulary. You have to choose the correct synonym or correct antonym. Remember, synonym means a word that is similar or the same to the original word given, and an antonym is the opposite. So number 16, because I like you guys. Which of the following is a synonym for undertaking? Synonym means the same. Undertaking, we already said undertaking is a task or project. That's it. Task or project. So number 16 is C, either highlight or underline. Number 17, I need antonym, which is opposite. So be careful, okay? Number 16 to 20, you have to be careful. One question will ask you for the synonym, and then the next question will ask you for antonym. So be careful with this. And then it's out of 20. As it is out of 20, I will still mark it out of 10. Therefore, each question, I'm so happy we're already done. This is such a short lesson. Oh, yes. Amazing. I'm so happy. So it's out of 20. but I will mark each question and I will give a score of 0.5. That way, the total is out of 10, okay? Oh, done. Okay, guys, do your work. This is class 3, the next 10 points. And then when we're done with everything out of 60, I will divide what you get out of 60 times 10, and you have your first 10 points of the term. Please tell your friends to do my work, okay? Because if they don't do my work, they lose out on the first 10 points. No excuse. All right, bye. Oh, so happy. This lesson was so short. Oh, guys. My birthday is in September, okay? You have to do something for my birthday. Because you guys are now in N6. And then when we're done, I will only see you guys when you come to visit us for Teacher's Day or something, or for Sports Day. I won't teach you anymore. We have to celebrate somehow. Bye, guys. Take care.